In this tutorial, we will see how many tools are available in GIMP. We will not see the use, we will see just the tool, how many tools and what kind of tools are available. In coming tutorials, we see how to apply them. So let's start with here in tool section. So selection tools, selection we can select any image or object, rectangle, ellipse, free, foreground select, fuzzy select, by color, intelligent. So these are selection tools, and here these are the description, and if you wanted to use by shortcut, you can use these keys R, E, F, U, Shift O and I. So remember how many selection tools are available when we are working on image and we wanted to make a selection. So we have to use appropriate selection tool for that, right? The next is pen tools. We use the different pen tools. We can use a bucket, fill, gradient, pencil, paintbrush, eraser, airbrush, ink, my paintbrush, clone, heal, perspective clone, blur and sharpen, smudge, endorse and burn. So these are pen tools. We use these pen tools in a different situation for different purpose. Every tool has a unique capability or styles to paint. They don't do paint in a similar fashion. There is some difference. Someone can say what is the difference between the paintbrush or airbrush or maybe a my paintbrush. So we will see in the coming tutorials. And then we have a transform tools. If we wanted to uh, transform any object on the given image, we can align, we can move, crop, rotate, scale, shear, perspective, 3D formation, 3D transform, unified transform, handle transform, flip, case transform and warp transform. And then path, we will discuss it later because at this moment you will not be able to understand what is this. And then text, yes, definitely when we are creating a banner or front image for any YouTube video, then we use a text. So this is the command T, or you can come here and click on this, then we can enter the text. Okay, then we have a color picker, measures, zoom, and here we have a default color for foreground. So here set for, here we can see when we put a cursor, set foreground color to black or background color to white. Okay, and then swap color, we can swap color this foreground or background by pressing X. Then we have a color, different color tools, color balance, color temperature, saturation, exposure, label, curves, many options are available. Then we have filters, many filters are available like animation, blend, rippling, spinning, optimize difference. Okay, so we have seen this filter tools, colors, and then we have a layers. Again, I will take a separate tutorial for this layer. At that time we will cover it. And we have a image related options here, and then view, select. Okay, now at this moment when you open, we can't see any tools here, icons. These are the all pull down menus. So how we can bring, this is a working area, we can press control and rolling mouse wheel, we can increase this way, or we can also use this part, percentage. Okay, Now if I click, you see option recently closed docs, channels, gradient layers, dockable dialogues, toolbox. Okay, so click here, hide. Presently this is a hide docs. There are some floating docs. Just click on here. So these options will come up. Okay, and then single window mode. If you click on this, so these are floating docs. You can move as per your requirement. Like if you are working on this image and you wanted to move, okay, in this area, then you can move this. In this fashion, we can use these docs. These are the dockable dialogues. Okay, so single window mode. So these will be position accordingly, and then we can increase size. Okay, from here as well. But in this case, our working area will be reduced. So these are the option, and then tab position, top, bottom, right, left. So presently top, if you click bottom, so this is tab position. This is not a tab position, you can say this is the images, or if I click on this new, okay, then you can see we can work on multiple images at the same times, right? So we can switch from one image to another image this way. So, or if you wanted to click, you can just remove this, close this. So here we can move from one image to second image. We have these selection tools here. You just click here. You see here we have a small triangle, white color triangle. So you, if you click here, then it will, because these tools have been grouped. As we have seen that in the interface, the tools are or have been grouped together. Similar tools have been grouped together, like move or align have been grouped together. So we can see here. So what we can do from here, select tools, instead of using from this pull down menu, we can use the icon, right? Similarly, we have here rectangle and ellipse selection tools, and then we have here free select, scissor and foreground select. In the similar fashion, we have here fuzzy and select by color, crop, transformation tool, and again transform tool. Here we have a bucket fill, gradient, pencil, brush, eraser, and we have a smudge. So here we have a groups of tools for easy selection. And from here we can undo, redo. Presently we have not done anything. And here we have tool options. You can see if I select this rectangle, you rectangle selected. So from here we can see the option of the rectangle. We will see these option in detail when we will be working on this particular selection tool. In this tutorial we are just learning, okay, how many tools are available. Similarly this side we have, you can see here, you can just click here, so it has moved to the text. It will be moving like this. Okay, This is layer, and we have here images, what we have selected here, right? And options, different options are here, and if you select here brush menu, you can see here you can add tools what you want, or you can close details tab. These are options here. So these are the tools available in GIMP, and we will be seeing all these tools in details in coming tutorials. That's all for this tutorial. Thank you very much.